Hello, my name's Robert Fisher, the Painterman of William Creek, Outback Australia, and I'm in my studio at the moment in Yallambee in Melbourne. I've been flying in the Outback now for probably the last 10 years with Wright's area of William Creek, and we go to places like Lake Eyre and Coober Pedy, the Olgas, Uluru, all around that area. And just recently I spent time out at Western Australia at a Aboriginal community, Burungurra, and I painted the entrance to the Burungurra community. I love seeing the Outback from an aeroplane view, and it's like an eagle-eye view, or as I've done a series of As the Crow Flies, which means in a straight line. Now, this is a painting I've done out at Lake Eyre with a lightning storm in the background, and I was lucky enough to be there at one time, and there was a storm coming. It was about 200 metres front, and my hair was shorter at the time, but it was on end because of the electricity in the air, and I was flying a kite, which is also exciting. And I put kites in my paintings because I look at the sky. When I'm looking at the kite flying, I'm looking at the sky. I put shadows of aeroplanes in my paintings, and sometimes you'll see an aeroplane on the horizon in the skyline, just to put people in the aeroplane themselves, as I feel about when I paint these paintings from on high. I also do a lot of paintings of the full moon in my work. I was lucky enough to fly one afternoon, and we were coming through over the Flinders Ranges going into William Creek, and I was videoing, and I looked. Something come in the light of my video. I turned around, and there was the full moon. When I got to William Creek, I just painted days and days and days of the full moon, and then I used it in my paintings, the moon rise, moon set, and then I flew out over Lake Eyre by full moon, and then we got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got the moon set. I love the colours of the earth in the Outback. This painting here depicts the water holes and the rings. As the water dries down, it leaves rings around, so that's the water holes there. And this one up here is the Flinders Ranges, and it's painted in a similar vein to this painting here, which I just love experimenting and dibs and dabs and lines, but they've got to be direct lines. Over here we've got Mount Isa, and there's a big hill in Mount Isa, and that's the way I've depicted it there, with the dust storm coming through. And up the back there we've got As the Crow Flies series, and I always put the birds in the crows in the As the Crow Flies series, and As the Crow Flies means in a straight line, and that's what you do when you're in an aeroplane. This painting here is from on about a 7,000 feet fly from William Creek to Mount Isa, and this is depicting the wetlands there. Up here you've got Oodnadatta landscape, and this painting here is the map of William Creek, where I paint on this water tank here, where the old Garn train used to go through here, and they'd fill up with the water there. And there's a picture of myself and my son Matthew at the time. He was 9 years of age, and we're flying a kite from there. There's the William Creek Hotel over here, and there's a couple of long cattle trucks, because Anna Creek cattle station is about 15 kilometres up the road, so you've got one cattle truck here, and there's the pub, the William Creek Hotel, and across the road you've got Whitey's camping ground and the likes of that. So that's about the story to that. And there's Trevor Wright's house here. There's one of his aeroplanes there, and there's the big tank for the avgas, and a few more aeroplanes over here. And this is the landing strip at William Creek, or the old landing strip. I think it might be bitumen now, but it wasn't then. And there's the Oodnadatta track coming up here. And that's I'm Robert Fisher, and that's my story.